What up, everyone? Moving right along with the month of February. Keeping up pretty well and keeping good time. And the boxes have been spread out a little more this month than they have in the previous months, so that's been giving me a little time to get caught up. So I hope that you enjoyed the weekly roundup I had. Love to hear what you guys thought. Hasn't been posted yet as of this time, but in the meantime, we got our Nerd Block Classic. And I've heard tremendous things about it. I've heard some people really liked it. And if I'm not mistaken, it has a Deadpool item. I can't remember which ones do and which ones don't. They kind of all do this month, but whatever. We'll take a look at this box and see what we got. First off, we got a shirt, and yep, that's Deadpool. That works for me from Shirt Punch. So let's take a look at this and see what we got. Alrighty. Cool. So, what's it say on here? Wilson's Mercenary Services since 1991. And on the bottom it says, will kill for tacos. Nice. So, it's not a crossover as far as I can tell. I guess it would be a parody, but that's still a cool shirt. It seems a little short. The fitting on it doesn't seem super great, but you know, overall design of it seems pretty cool. I like the style of it. The whole like skull and crossbones with the katanas and the mask. That's all good stuff. So, other than the fit, because it's the Gildan soft style, I believe, yeah. And they do the ring spun ones, which means it's like pre-shrunk, which I don't really like, but you know, no big deal. But other than that, it's a really cool design, really cool shirt. So yeah, I'll give that like an 8 out of 10. I think most people will like that shirt, and yeah, seems pretty good to me. That works. Alright, let's see what else we got. Looks like we got a mug. A Batman glow-in-the-dark mug. Cool. I'm not sure how useful a glow-in-the-dark mug would be, to be perfectly honest, because I can't remember the last time I was drinking in the dark, but, you know, it's still a cool concept nonetheless. I always like the heat-changing mugs. Those are pretty cool, and I guess this would be cool. I'm just not really sure of the practical application of a glow-in-the-dark mug. Maybe someone can tell me on what occasion you'll be drinking anything in the dark, but either way, that's pretty cool. So let's take a look at this mug and check it out. So it does have the symbol on there, so it doesn't like appear when the lights go out. It just glows in the dark. Okay, that's cool. I don't really care. Even if it wasn't glow in the dark, it's still a cool mug, so I guess the fact that it is glow in the dark is just an extra little quirk, even if you don't use that aspect of it. That's cool. I can always use more mugs. I drink a lot on this channel. Works for me. Let's see what else we got. Ta-da! So we got, looks like a Nerd Block exclusive, a little Deadpool plush. Boop. I'll take him out of the plastic and get a better look at him. Smells nice. Yeah, that's cool. So I'm glad that some companies are getting exclusive items that are Deadpool Marvel exclusive items, because that's something that's hard to do. This camera's not really focusing, but you get the gist of it. So yeah, he's just a little plush figure, and he's got some katanas on the back. Cool, that works for me, and I like that it's exclusive. That'll do. Moving on, let's see what else we got. This looks like another cork stopper, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so this is a mushroom, the Super Mario style mushroom, and it's a little wine bottle stopper. Now, I still have the Legend of Zelda one that they gave us, which was exclusive. Now, I actually really like these. Me, personally, I like them, but that's because I drink a lot. And you guys saw me, I'm pretty sure in the weekly roundup, drinking a big-ass bottle of champagne, and if you pay attention, I had the Legend of Zelda stopper in there. So I actually use these, but I'm not sure how many other people would, one, and two, I'm not sure if you really need more than one. But either way, I think it's cool, and I think that it's fun to have. It's kind of cool to be classy and drink wine and stuff like that, but still be a little goofy and have like a little cork stopper. That's a Super Mario mushroom. So I don't mind those at all, but I'm not sure how many other people would love that or use that. But either way, it's exclusive, and I think it's fun and quirky, so I don't mind that at all. I kind of like it. And let's see what else we got in this box. This looks like an oven mitt. Oh man, okay, so this is an oven mitt. For those of you who don't recognize what this is the Power Glove. And what the Power Glove is, for all you youngsters, this was back in, I believe, the 80s? It might have been early 90s, but basically it was a glove that was a controller to the Nintendo Entertainment System, the original one. And really all it was a glove, and you have the controller on the side. I think it had some primitive form of like motion detection for driving. I think it did, I'm not totally sure, but that's still really cool. And it doesn't say Power Glove, obviously. I'm assuming they didn't want to pay rights for it, but that's cool. The oven mitts are really nice. I cook things a lot, so I'll definitely use that. And I'll put that in the kitchen. That's pretty cool. Very clever. I would have never guessed that. So that's really cool. What else do we have in here? Oh, that was it. So that was all the items in the box. So we'll take a short little break, and then we'll come back, talk about some value, and give this box a rating. See you soon. Alright, we are back. So let's talk about some value and give this box a rating. The shirt. Like I was saying, 8 out of 10. I think it's good style. The quality and fit isn't perfect, but that's no big deal. Still gets an 8 out of 10. I think it's a cool shirt, and most people will like it. Then, but that'll get the standard $12 to $15 value, as all shirts do. Then our plush. This goes for around $12 to $15, and that's probably what I value it at. Most plush figures will go for around $10. But when you have this like nice tight like nylon stitching and it's exclusive and it's a popular character, it brings up the value a little bit. So this is going to be right around $12 to $15, which I think is a pretty fair value for what it is. Then, our mug. Same thing, $12 to $15. Mugs can be pretty pricey. Even blank mugs can cost up to like $8 to $10, but when you put a logo or brand on there, easily like $12. But when you put a special feature like heat change or glow, that brings it up a little bit. So I think $12 to $15 is pretty fair. If this were in a store, that's probably what it would cost. So something that's branded and useful, $12 to $15 bucks, I think is perfectly fair on that. Next, our little wine stopper. This is actually selling for like 8 to 10 online, which I'm glad. I'm glad people like it. I'm glad people see a use for it. I don't know if everyone would. Obviously, if you're like a kid getting this box, you wouldn't have much use for it, but I think a lot of people getting it are adults, so I think they can appreciate that, or at the very least, like, bring it to a party with a bottle of wine just as a joke. So I think it's pretty cool, and $8 to $10 I think is pretty fair for that. I'm totally going to use it because I really like the Legend of Zelda one. I thought it was cool. Then our glove. Same thing, $8 to $10. This is pretty nice in quality. It's not really, doesn't feel like cheap or anything like that. It feels like a genuine oven mitt, and this was exclusive, and it's pretty cool that it's referencing Nintendo. So I think $8 to $10 is pretty merited, and I'm glad it's selling for a decent price. Something I forgot to mention, that there was an option to get an alternate skin for Deadpool, the X-Force one, as we're seeing in all the boxes. They seem to have exclusive Deadpool items, and select people get like the an alternate skin, which is the X-Force version of Deadpool, the gray and black version. So some people did get that, and it's supposed to be the rarer one, but the price doesn't really go up much on that because it's just a plush figure anyway, so no big deal. But I forgot to mention that earlier. So, not a lot of items in this box. That seems to be the common theme this month too. Not a ton of items in any of the boxes, but good quality items, good picks, and I like it. So that brings our value on the low end of 52 and on the high end of 65. So pretty much double your value. So overall, I think I'm going to give this box a 7.5 out of 10. I was debating going a little bit higher, and I might end up doing that after you guys let me know what you thought about it. But I think 7.5 is a good score. That's a high score. The reason it didn't get a little bit higher is only because a lot of the items weren't super practical. They have practical applications, but I don't think they're not technically for everyone. So, and that's what my rating's based on. What everyone would like, not just what I like, not just what a select few people like, based on what everyone would like. And this seems geared a little bit more towards adults, which is fine. I don't mind that. I'm an adult. But I'm sure there are kids out there that do get this, and I do have to take that into consideration because it's about the community. It's about everyone. And things like the oven mitt, the cork stopper, or even the mug for that matter. Like, not too many younger people would be using those things, so that affected the score a tiny bit, but really not much. So things I just take into consideration when I do my ratings. I try to consider everyone fairly, evenly, unbiased, in my opinion, is what I try to be in my ratings as well. So again, let me know what you guys thought. Maybe it'll get a little bit higher score, but overall, a good box. I think I pretty much enjoyed this. So we got some exclusive Deadpool items, shirt and a plush, and then the stopper and the glove are exclusive as well. And the Batman mug's cool and practical, so I'll put good use to pretty much everything in here. So I really like this box, and so far the month of February has been pretty fantastic. I think we've gotten most of the good ones. I think there are only a few boxes left to get. Yeah, there shouldn't be too much more left of this month, but so far February's been really good. We got some cool Deadpool stuff, and it's said on the card that next month we can expect to see some Batman Superman items, which I'm totally down with. Something to note, the things we're going to see for the next year are pretty much predetermined at this point. For those of you who don't know and aren't up on pop culture, the year of 2016 is going to be a big year for movies. We have pretty much a big comic book like style movie coming out pretty much every month for the rest of the year, which is awesome. Like 2016 is going to be an awesome year. So expect to see those things every month from here on out. So this month it was Deadpool. Next month it's going to be Batman, Superman. The month after that I think it's Civil War, and then X-Men. I might be getting those switched. And then it's Ninja Turtles, and then it's blah 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 blah, so on and so forth. So pretty much each month you'll expect to see a shitload of items from that specific movie because they're just going with pop culture. But if we keep seeing stuff like we have where they do exclusives, I'm totally fine with that. If we get some exclusive Batman, Superman shit, then I'm down for that. And same with Marvel and DC. Like, sounds good to me. Like, no complaints here. But anyway, this has been the Classic Nerd Block. Box 7.5 out of 10, shirt 8 out of 10. Let me know what you guys thought about it, and we'll talk about it in the comments. Until then, see you in the next review. Thanks for watching. Love you all. Peace.